to the Royal Daily Tea YouTube channel. Please be advised all of my videos are for entertainment purposes only, based 100% on my own opinion, my own theories, and my own research. All of my information can be found on the public domain and falls under the fair use guidelines. Please feel free to do your own research. Hello and welcome back to the Royal Daily Tea. So I'm really happy that you guys have enjoyed my last video, and a lot of people agreed with Romeo that he deserves Fancy Feast. So just to let everyone know, I have obliged, and yes, I did order Fancy Feast today along with some brand new litter and litter liners. You guys, he is such a chore. For one 15-year-old cat, he is such a fuss. He is such a diva. He knows he has a following here on the RDT. So, you know, it's gone to his head, but I'm here to please him and everyone else apparently. So we're going to see if this works. So we're going to see what happens. But thank y'all so much for your feedback. And yes, Romeo has gotten his way and he's getting Fancy Feast. Now we do have quite a few stories to cover, but I will have some more things to share with you at the end of the video for the RDT family extras. So make sure you stay tuned for that. But now sit back and relax, grab yourself a beverage, and let's get into the Royal Daily Tea. So there's a big controversy and a story that was circulating over on TikTok. I know a lot of you are not on TikTok, but there is a very big, well-known creator who has close to 800,000 followers who's not a fan of the Cambridges or the royal family. And of course, there was a news article that came out talking about how the Queen is officially uncomfortable with the amount of time that the Cambridges use their private helicopters. Now, we do know that the Cambridges, switch their time between Anmer Hall and Kensington Palace, and they have been known to use private helicopters. Now, a lot of people are saying, well, he's talking about the environment. Here he is using private helicopters, but if Harry and Meghan did it, they would be criticized. Well, you can't really compare the two. It's comparing apples to oranges, in my opinion. One, Harry and Meghan are no longer working royals. If they want to use private jets on their own dime, that's fine. But they also go and preach and kind of jam it down your throat about reducing your carbon footprint and then spend $160K to fly private to the Platinum Jubilee and live in huge mansions. Again, I understand that the Cambridges also live in multiple houses. They also fly private, and yes, they do use a private helicopter to fly between their two homes. I don't have a problem with the Cambridges flying private due to the fact they are full-time working royals and they are serving their country. Not to mention that Prince William is second in line to the throne and his son George is third in line to the throne. Therefore, they do need more privacy, they need more security, they need to get to places faster. And again, they are royals. I don't have a problem with that. He's not overly preaching his climate change, although he is a proponent for climate change. Now, I do agree with Her Majesty. I don't like the using it for going on vacation or too many trips in between Anmer Hall and Kensington Palace. My reason is I'm nervous. I don't really like the Cambridges all flying together. Heaven forbid something happened to them. And a lot of people believe Her Majesty is a little nervous that they're traveling so much. And of course, they're traveling with George and William. Now, the reason why I'm nervous about this is heaven forbid if something happened, they would wipe out the Cambridges, and then who would be next in line to the throne? Again, Meghan has famously said we're just one plane crash away from the throne, and she's right. They really are. I really hope that William and his family choose not to fly as often, and since he is moving to the Windsor estate, I don't think they will be using the private helicopter as much. But a lot of people were criticizing them on TikTok saying, oh, double standard, they're going on vacation, it's not royal duty. Yes, you're 100% correct. And I personally also believe if they're going on vacation, perhaps go commercial. But again, they do have a privacy and a protection issue in place. They're working royals, and so they're allowed to go on vacation. They're allowed to have certain perks because all of their time is for, being a royal. I'm just nervous about the frequent flying. I know it's probably safer than a car, but yeah, I'm wondering if when George gets to a certain age, if they're going to start traveling separately, because heaven forbid if something happened, that would take out two future heirs in one plane ride. Now, I know that Charles and William no longer travel together for that specific reason, and that is why in the United States, the president and the vice president are never on the same plane. But the fact that the Cambridges still travel together as a family, it is lovely to see, but I think as George gets a little bit older, he may no longer be able to fly with his father because of that reason. So a lot of people, again, were having a lot of problems calling it a double standard. To me, apples and oranges, two different people doing two different roles, two different ways. And again, the Cambridges don't preach. I mean, he talks about climate change, but he doesn't do it the way that Harry and Meghan do. That is just my opinion on the subject. But it is said that Her Majesty is very uncomfortable with the use of the private helicopter, mainly due to these safety reasons. So Prince Harry stars in a brand new video touting mental health for his company, Better Up, where he has been working as the Chief Impact Officer since March of 2021. His latest project comes to us in the form of a short film, which aims to shed further light on the importance of mental health, or as Harry and Better Up would have it, mental fitness. Now, the prince opens the video by saying the inspirational words, quote, "We all have greatness within us. Mental fitness helps us unlock it. It's an ongoing practice where you approach your mind at something to flex, not fix. I want to introduce you to a few people whose stories can inspire us in our own growth through mental fitness." Now, throughout the 5-minute video, the Duke sits down with 3 inspirational figures to ask them about their definition of mental fitness. He interviews Olympic snowboarder Chloe Kim, organizational psychologist Adam Grant, and Better Up member Blue Mendoza. Now, commenting and narrating his initiative in this video was about mental fitness. Prince Harry has been very vocal about his own experience of mental health for years. He even admitted that even though parenting obviously makes it difficult, he tries to prioritize self-care wherever he can. He previously listed some of his favorite ways to decompress, such as working out or taking the dog for a walk, or better yet, meditating. Again, he also talks to the spirit of his mother, Princess Diana, and how she helps to make decisions in his everyday life. So again, he gets a variety of mental health help, apparently. Now look, I'm not going to knock it. I think it's great advice. I think it's great that he's partnered with a company who's helping people with mental health. I just think personally he might want to apply that to his relationships within his own family. But that's just my opinion. So we do have some very exciting news to share. It is rumored that Pippa Middleton, the younger sister of Kate Middleton, the Duchess of Cambridge, has given birth to her 3rd child, a daughter. Now, she does share a 3-year-old son named Arthur and a 1-year-old daughter named Grace with her husband, James Matthew. Now, she did debut a huge baby bump during the Queen's Platinum Jubilee celebration concert in early June. Now, she is normally very private and very tight-lipped. No details have been released, but people do believe she has given birth. They also speculate she gave birth in the Lindo Wing, the same hospital where Kate Middleton, the Duchess of Cambridge, the same place that her older sister Kate delivered all 3 of her children. Now, despite showcasing her latest baby bump at the Buckingham Palace's concert, royal fans have been largely kept in the dark with regard to her pregnancy, but a lot of people do believe she actually did give birth. Now, Pippa's joyous baby news comes just days after she spoke about juggling her work alongside parenting while completing her master's degree in physical education, sport, and physical literacy at the University of Wales Trinity St. David. The Mama 3 studied how parents can encourage movement in the pre-nursery children, and she is expected to graduate with a distinction. In a statement from the university, Pippa said, quote, "I am passionate about sport and exercise and also love being with children. I wanted to find a topic that combined these two and felt that there wasn't enough information, knowledge, or focus on early years physical development for moms particularly. I wanted to learn not only how to help my own children, but to also continue work in the field to stress the importance of children moving from an early age." I think Catherine and her have a lot in common. They're both very passionate about children and the early years development. So I think it's wonderful that she's coupling two of her passions, children and physical fitness. She looks like she's very athletic. So congratulations to the happy couple on their expanding family. Now this marks the 6th grandchild for the Middletons, Carol and Mike. So congratulations to them. Now, the Queen presented NHA representatives with the George Cross today at Windsor Castle. Her Majesty was accompanied by her son, the Prince of Wales, as she presented the prestigious awards in the White Drawing Room. So despite ongoing mobility issues, Her Majesty was photographed without her walking aid. In a heartfelt statement, the Queen said, quote, "It is with great pleasure on behalf of a grateful nation that I award the George Cross to the National Health Services of the United Kingdom. This award recognizes all NHA staff, past and present, across all disciplines in all 4 nations. Over more than 7 decades, and especially in recent times, you have supported the people of our country with courage, compassion, and dedication, demonstrating the highest standards of public service. You have our endearing thanks and heartfelt appreciation." The chief executives of the National Health Services of England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland were accompanied by the frontline worker from each of the home nations. The Queen bestowed the awards before meeting representatives from each nation. Now, the George Cross was introduced by King George VI on the 24th of September in 1940 during the height of the Blitz. The outstanding award recognizes acts of the greatest heroism or the most courage in circumstances of extreme danger. Significantly, the award acknowledges actions by civilians and military personnel not in the face of the enemy. Now, the recipients of the George Cross are determined by advice given to the Queen via the George Cross Committee and the Prime Minister. NHS nurse May Parsons joined NHS Chief Executive Amanda Pritchard as the health service was awarded the George Cross. May famously made headlines when she delivered the world's first ever COVID-19 vaccination. Hailing from University Hospitals Coventry and Warwickshire Trust, May boldly administered the first vaccine outside of clinical trials to Maggie Keenan on the 8th of December 2020. Now, speaking of her achievement, May said, quote, "I am humbled and honored to be representing the NHS with Amanda when we were awarded the George Cross. It takes hundreds of thousands of us to make the NHS what it is today, and I am so grateful to be a part of it, attending this prestigious event on behalf of such a wonderful team of people, from nurses, doctors, healthcare assistants, to many others. Congratulations to all of the award recipients." That is all I have today for the royal news. So I hope that you enjoyed this and that you will stay tuned for the RDT Family Extras. Hey guys, it's Michelle and welcome back to the RDT Family Extras. So I have a really funny story to tell you. So my friend who I work with, who started the company Slushy Sips, where I showed y'all before and you guys have purchased before, thank you. Well, you guys, I owe him a big favor today. So long story short, I accidentally volunteered him to do something at work that nobody wanted to do. And he took it for the team and he's doing it. So I told him, because I kind of threw him under the bus, that I was going to do another announcement to let people know that my friend started a business. It's called Slushy Sips. It's kind of like a Slurpee. You can turn any drink into a Slurpee consistency. Great for the summer heat, laying by the pool. Good for you, your grandkids. I've done it with a Diet Coke. You can take those little cans of margaritas. Whatever you want, you can literally do even coffee. You can make a frozen coffee. It is wonderful. All you have to do is freeze it, pour your drink in, squeeze it, and you're done. And it comes with a straw with a little spoon. So there is a coupon code RDT15. So you will get 15% off on any purchases. So if you would go over and help my friend out, he does have about 10 or 11 left to sell. I would greatly appreciate it because, again, I accidentally threw him under the bus, y'all. I totally volunteered him as tribute, and he's taken it for the team at work. And I just feel like I kind of owe him this big favor. And he's such a sweet person. You know, he's always doing stuff for people. And that's why I definitely want to pay it back. So RDT15 is the coupon code. If you go over to his website, Slushy Sips, you will save 15%. And you will absolutely love it. It's fun. I have mine in the freezer right now. I had a frozen lemonade. It was amazing. So I hope that you will try that. So I hope that you guys will check that out. So if you don't know, today is Amazon Prime Day. The 12th through the 13th of July is Amazon Prime, where you save additionally, have really big deals on Amazon. So I do have an Amazon storefront for all of my new subscribers. If you're not aware, where I kind of cultivated some really cool ideas for you to go in and shop. So if you would like to check out the Amazon storefront, I do have it linked below. Now I do have a really nice royal engagement ring section. I just added in a whole bunch of these beautiful yellow colored diamond inspired rings. I was trying to find an orange diamond to be like Queen Maxima's engagement ring from the Netherlands, but those are actually hard to find. Most of the rings that you will find will be like a yellow citrine, but I did find a couple of really interesting stones in here, and I did find this really dark yellow one, almost an orange color. It's like a deep citrine. So again, if I can find a replica of Queen Maxima's orange diamond engagement ring, I will definitely link it for you. I know it's a very interesting ring, to say the least. I also have a brand new section on kitchen essentials that I just started. I'm one of those people, I'm obsessed with organization. I definitely can use some help in my pantry. So I'm going to be relabeling and restocking my fridge and my pantry, but I had some really fun little items in here for you. And of course, I do have a huge book section. They're all the people who like the book suggestions. I have 67 titles in here. Now, most of these are the audiobooks, but again, you can get the hard copy or you can get the Kindle version here in the bookstore. So I hope that you will check out all of my little goodies that I have for you here in the Amazon storefront. So that is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Romeo did get his Fancy Feast today. He did get another can of Fancy Feast, so I'm going to be living on rice and beans while Romeo is living it up in the lap of luxury. But let me know, guys, if you have a specific topic or if you purchase anything from my storefront, please send me a photo. I love to see what you guys purchase. So make sure you send it over to me on my email. If you have any suggestions of items for me to put in the Amazon storefront, or a book suggestion, a movie suggestion, you can always leave it in the comments below because I love to hear from you and your feedback. Thank you guys so much for supporting my channel. We are reaching almost 15,000 subscribers. So I just want to say thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.